Hey guys, it's the War God here, and I have a vinyl hunter update for you guys. I got to do one today because I got a bunch of stuff coming this week, hopefully, and I've been wanting to get this one out of the way. But first up, what we have playing in the background, and this is actually a grail find for me. Great stuff from, see, this came out in 1970, but it's been re-released on Klimt Records, and I'm talking about the band Moloch. As far as I know, this is the only album they released. Great stuff. Let me turn this up just a little bit. There we go. Anyway, this is their self-titled album from, I believe 1970, 1969, right in there. But fantastic stuff. Kind of a gritty hard rock, a little blues influence. Great keyboards on this. And anyway, just some great stuff here. So that's what's playing in the background. Some Moloch. And anyway, this is what I had gotten last week. Anyway, I got one order in the mail, and it surprised me. I was going through my collection of Iron Maiden, and I could have swore I had an original of this, but evidently I didn't. I did in my first collection, I know that for sure, but I did not when I bought a collection from a friend of mine, and he was selling off his Iron Maiden, and I picked it up fairly cheap. But this was not in there, and I had to get this, and there's two others that I'm waiting on. And then I can do a collections update on my Iron Maiden. Anyway, I picked up Iron Maiden Killers. This has been remastered from the originals, and it's got the original artwork. But anyway, I think I paid 12 bucks for this. Very cheap over at Amazon. Surprised, picked it up, so I added this to my collection. Some Iron Maiden. And then this is what I got from Polyester Banana, one of my favorite sellers on discogs. In fact, he just had another sale of vinyl, 86 cents or 19, I believe. I picked up a bunch of stuff. Seems to be in fairly decent shape. We'll see when I get it. But anyway, this is some of the stuff that I got last week, and I ordered about 2 weeks ago. Scott Waters had sent me an album from these guys. They're out of Canada, and I seen this on his last sale over at Banana, or Polyester Banana, and I'm talking about Stampeders. And this is a promo. Hit the road. Heard nothing but good stuff about this band, and anyway, I couldn't pass this up for the price. Just some killer Canadian hard rock. Early, let's see when did this first come out. It came out in 1976, and so I'm looking forward to hearing this. And I've been storing actually my vinyl a little bit differently. In fact, I'm going to do a video on how to store your vinyl, what to store it in, what not to store it in, and so forth. But anyway, I've been, I would usually slide the album in the cover, but now I've been seeing a lot of interest and recommendations from the VC about putting your album in the back, and so that's what I've been doing. That way you don't have to take the cover out all the time and wear it, and get more wear and tear on it. So anyway, here's the Stampeders. This is a promo. Up next, this is cheap. Another, this is from 1973, and I'm talking about a band called the New Seekers and Pinball Wizards. Stuff I just kind of randomly come across on Polyester Banana site. The guy has a ton of stuff, a lot of sales. Most of it is in pretty decent shape. But anyway, like I say, this is from 1973 on MGM Records. And I don't, is this a promo or not? I don't think it is a promo. But anyway, a band called The New Seekers. Up next, the cover's in great shape. There's some writing on the cover, which I guess it is what it is, but I couldn't pass it up for the price. And this album is from, let's see, when did this one come out? 1978. I'm talking about James Montgomery and Duck Fever. And anyway, I took a chance on this one as well. Just by, it was hard rock from the 70s. It's on the Waterhouse Records 5 label. Of course, I got them all in Blake sleeves right now, so pretty much all my vinyl goes in Blake sleeves. But anyway, here is James Montgomery and Duck Fever. Another one, never knew nothing about. It is a cutout punch hole. It has a hole punch in it up here. But a band called Gambler. And the album is called Teenage Music. Some hard rock from '79 on the EMI label. You can see it in the back. It is an EMI America. But some late '70s hard rock from a band called Gambler. Again, you know, I never come across this stuff back in the '70s. And Polyester Banana has a lot of this stuff on his site, so I pick it up for cheap. And anyway, here's another one that I added. Was a band called Gambler and Teenage Magic. Another one. I did a little search on this band on Wikipedia, and these guys are kind of a quirky band, kind of progressive. I wouldn't say funky, but some hard rock, more progressive than anything. And the band is called Oscar, and this is called Twilight Asylum. And this came out, God, I want to say 1976. Never seen it, never heard it, but how it was stated, prog rock, a little hard rock, I couldn't pass it up. The only bad thing about it is somebody cut this out up here. Must have been a promo tag up here, so they just cut it out of the cover, which, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but again, this is a promo, so I'm sure that's what they did. But a band called Oscar and Twilight Asylum. And while I was over there, I also came across Oscar self-titled album. These guys got like 7-8 albums out. This one came out in 1975, so this is on the BASF record label. And I'm curious, going to be hearing this. I haven't really had a lot of time to hear this. Working, mowing, just getting a bunch of shit done, and now I got to deal with some more health issues, but that's down the road. But anyway, but another band called Oscar and self-titled. So anxious to check this out. And another band that was kind of new to me. This one came out in 1977, more hard rock again. The band was called Pepper. And, you know, again, a lot of these bands I never see. Come across them on this discog site, and I pick this stuff up cheap. I mean, I pick up 20-25 albums for $50, if that, or less. And so this is, I took a chance on this one, band called Pepper from 1977, and this is on the RCA record label. And moving on, I'm going to say, wow, this band was back in the 70s. Different band. Talking about the band Mr. Big and what is it? Photographic Smile. I think this came out in 1976 on Arista Records. I'm thinking more progressive in nature, progressive rock. As you can see, it is on the Arista record label. But interesting, Mr. Big from '76 and Photographic Smile. And I have some of this artist material. I like the female vocals of the band. I don't see this very often. And it was cheap. Band out of Canada called Toronto. And Look for Trouble. I think I paid $1.97 for this, so couldn't go wrong. They are on the A&M record label. And this one actually came out 1980. So some more Toronto to the collection, and I'm happy about that. I think I got 3 of their albums now. And just great female fronted hard rock. And let's see, I'm trying to think of her name. Holly Woods is the vocalist on here, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's Holly Woods. But she's right up there with Sass Jordan, Darby Mills, that early 70s, mid 70s female sounds out of Canada. So anyway, here's some Toronto. Up next, a curiosity here. Didn't know what to expect. Still don't know what to expect, but I read a description on it, picked it up. And this is actually a promo too. And the band is called The Bunch. And Rock On is the album. And this came out in, let's see, what year did this come out? I'm not going to see a day on this. But 1972 actually. It's kind of a compilation of some blues songs, Willie and the Hand Jive, A Sweet Little Rock and Roller, Learning the Game, Nadine, you know. They're doing a bunch of blues stuff, but it sounds very interesting, so I picked it up. I think it's 97 cents I think I paid for this. Cover's in very decent shape. A little bit of ring wire up here. Was more sticker here, but I got most of it off already. So anyway, a band called The Bunch, Rock On. And another curiosity, more progressive. This is from 1972 on Just Sunshine Records. The band is called The Fabulous Rhinestones. And this is more psych influenced. Again, cover's in pretty decent shape. A little wear down here. Somebody's name here, but I'm not going to worry about it. Like I can say, from 1972, the band is called The Fabulous Rhinestones. Check it out. And another find. I have 2 of the albums now. This makes it the 3rd. And this one, I believe, came out in 1973, and I added another Fanny to the collection. This is called Mother's Pride. And of course, this is with June Millington. Trying to think of Jean Millington are the sisters that formed the band. Just great female hard rock from the early 70s. One of the other albums had Susie Quattro's sister. I'm trying to think of the album. I think it was the one before this. Name eludes me, but just some great stuff. Great. Actually, it's more glammy hard rock from these girls. Good stuff from Fanny. And Mother's Pride from '73. This one is on Reprise Records. So anyway. Mother's Pride. Up next, another band never heard of. Definitely wanted to check it out. And I'm not exactly sure on the year of this, but this is a gatefold. Band is called C-Train, and the album is called Marblehead Messenger. It's on the old Capitol, Red Capitol labels. I'm thinking this came out about 1972, I believe, 73 right in there. So I'm looking forward to hearing this, a band called C-Train, Marblehead Messenger. And I did not have a lot of this. Everybody's familiar with more of the commercial stuff, but this came out in what I want to say. It doesn't say on here, but 1970, early Jethro Tull and Benefit, and I like Tull, and definitely had to get this cheap again, $1.97 I believe for this. Cover's in really good shape, no ring wear, vinyl's in good shape. This is on the Chrysalis record label. 1970, Jethro Tull, for Benefit. Up next, a few of these are record store finds that when I went to the doctor last week. I usually stop into Mother's Records about every 3 months. You could go in every week, but they still have the same stuff. So I go in about every 3 months. And they do get a bunch of newer stuff in. Not as much this time as what I got last time, but still I picked up some good stuff. The Butterfield Blues Band live. And if you have not heard Paul Butterfield, I'm not sure what year this was. Probably 69, 70, I'm going to guess. Of course, Paul Butterfield passed away, I'm not sure the year, but great blues from Paul Butterfield, and you can't go wrong with this. Nice gatefold album, a little wear on it, but that's okay. It's on the Electra label. So, Butterfield Blues Band. Up next, did not have this, and usually what I do see of this album, the covers are really beat up. The vinyl's all beat to hell. I found a decent copy of 10 Years After, Cricklewood Green. I believe this was from 68, 67, I'm thinking. It's on the Durham record label, as you can see. But a nice find here. Adds to my 10 Years After collection. So I'm just happy to get this one. Couple more here. This one was also there. I had this at one time, and actually this is a better cover than the one I had. I'm talking about Spooky Tooth. I broke your heart, so you busted my jaw. So you broke my heart, so I busted your jaw. And this is from 1973 on A&M Records, as you can see. And of course it has Cotton Growing Man, one of my all-time favorites from Spooky Tooth. So I was happy to pick this up. And also seen Axe Nemesis. Decent cover, decent copy of this. Need to pick up the other two. And anyway, this came out in 83 on the Atlantic record label. So anyways, good stuff here. I had this at one time, but I did not have, I believe I have this on CD if I'm not mistaken, but I needed to get the vinyl, so I'm happy to pick this up. Axe. And the last one, a band called Southern Comfort and Frog City from, let's see here, I'm not exactly sure, but Cover's in great shape. Good stuff here. It's on the Red Capital label again. So I'm happy to pick this up. And anyway, leave comments below if you want to know anything. As always, thanks for watching my YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time on The Vinyl Hunter. And you guys take care and have a great week. Later, everyone.